Hey everybody, so I am back just to talk about a couple of things today. First, I just wanted to talk about my Infinity Pan-Oceania Military Orders starter. So I essentially have the Order Sergeants, which are sort of the common troops, the lower point, or what they would call, I guess, light troops as opposed to light infantry as opposed to heavy or medium infantry, and these were interesting to paint. You know, it's been a while since I've been painting metal miniatures, but also I find these guys are pretty detailed. I mean, they're a bit, you know, they're 28mm scale, but they just seem to be a bit smaller than what I've been painting lately, and fairly detailed and smaller, and so it's been interesting to paint. I do like the way they came out overall. I got to practice a little bit of my wet blending and highlighting with the brush. I've been doing a lot of airbrushing and airbrush highlighting lately, so that part has been good. You know, keep improving my skills and working on maintaining the skills that I, you know, just because you use different techniques for different color schemes and styles of models and armies, and so this has definitely been different. It's required some difference, me to bring back some and to work on some different skills, and so yeah, I'll just do a quick look at these guys here. But you know, like, despite being a medium with being metal that I don't enjoy as much, like I do like these models. Like, I actually think they're pretty cool overall. Just looking here, this guy's going out of focus. And then this last one is okay. And so the ones I haven't painted, but I started just using some white that I had mixed up on the Knight model. But just to show you, you know, I do find that like at this point here, you get to see the detail really well. Like when I show them in just metal, like the reflection, I find it difficult to see the detail. But the detail is actually not bad. He's a cool miniature. So he would be the HQ, like in this force that I have, or not the HQ, sorry, the HI, the heavy infantry. And so he would be probably the overall all-around toughest one that I have in the unit. Although this guy, the Knight, is another Knight, but he's a magistrate, and he has a little missile launcher here, which so does the other Knight. So he does have two shots with like sort of like a missile launcher on his shoulder that he can fire, and then he also, you know, but he's got this sword. So he's more of a tougher melee unit, this guy. And then I have another Order Sergeant as the other guys, but he's actually has a type of well, I think it's called a multi-sniper, so it's a bit of in between, like it's kind of like in between a sniper rifle and a regular rifle, and he's got a camo cloak, and so he's a bit more of a sniper type, even despite being, he's a bit of an upgrade to the Order Sergeant, which is kind of cool. Like in this set, they give you, you know, a few different guys that actually have different rules associated with them and options, and so yeah, like that's kind of where I am with these guys. And one of the reasons why I went right onto these guys is that I want to be able to play the game when the guys are playing, and I don't, this is all I've got going on, and so I've got plenty to play Eldar, and so I just wanted to get these guys so I can actually play a bit of Infinity too. And now the other thing I just wanted to mention, for those of you that are into video games, I'm not a huge gamer, but when it comes to 40K, I like to get the games. And actually, I think I might have said this before on the channel, but one of the things that actually got me back into 40K was Space Marine on the PS3. And so, and from that sense, I'm kind of glad for it, because it just got me into it again. Like, I hadn't even thought about playing miniatures games or doing any modeling or anything like that. And so that was my entrance back into the hobby. For those of you, I know that for many, like, this is the anti-video game hobby. I mean, like, in the sense that it's a way of not spending time in front of a TV and just doing something that people feel is, more constructive, and going out, being social, playing the tabletop games, and that's all well and good, and I understand that argument. But for those of you that like to also get on the and play Warhammer video games, there's a game called Eternal Crusade that is being developed by Behavioral Interactive, and they have their website and their forum up, and it's scheduled, they're shooting for late 2015, and so folks are kind of getting organized, just like in PS3, they do factions, and like in Eternal Crusade, you can play as Orc, Eldar, Marine, Space Marine, and Chaos. So far, those are the options, and I'm of course going to be playing Eldar. And there's some guys that I play Space Marine on PS3 that are also joining me for that, as well as new folks on that forum that are joining. And I actually will be creating, or I'm organizing, a Biel-Tan faction, because you're going to be able to play, in different craft worlds. And Biel-Tan's already been shown in pictures. I'm pretty sure, even though it's not been officially announced, it's definitely going to be one of them. I'm going to get proved wrong there, but I just seriously doubt that I won't, just even from what they've shown so far. So if you guys are interested, I will put the link below in the YouTube. But if you're interested in playing Eternal Crusade, and for those of you that might also have Biel-Tan or into Eldar and want to play in a Biel-Tan faction, just click the link below and sign up at the forum, and I'll put your name on the list. And I actually play on PS3, but we'll be playing on PS4. There's actually supposed to be cross-platform interaction, and how that'll look, I'm not sure. So even if you're on a different platform like PC or Xbox and you want to put your name in for now, just in anticipation to see how we're going to be able to play cross-platform, go ahead, feel free, because we're still far out from the game, but just at least put your name down. And because I'm looking at also wanting to organize among the other factions of Eldar on whatever platform, and then even cross-platform, because the game at an economic level and on a broader level is supposed to incorporate the planetary warfare and resource organization, is supposed to coordinate them across platforms. And so there should be some strategizing happening, among Eldar, even across the platforms, to try to achieve objectives and things. So now I'm starting to really geek out on this and in the conversation. So if I've lost you guys that aren't into the gaming, by all means, just skip this part, or maybe too late. But yeah, no, I just thought, for those of you that are watching the Biel-Tan Eldar on my channel, you might be interested. Hope things are going well, and this is kind of what I'm working on so far. Okay, thanks everybody.